The world of Wonderland has 4 countries constantly vying for power. The springtime pastures of hearts, the psychedelic summery spades, the autumnal deserts of clubs, and the wintry mountainous diamonds. Once every year, the royalty of the 4 nations meet to discuss how to govern for the coming year. They debate and vote on the topics of war, magic, trade, and borders. This year, Hearts is hosting the summit, and White Rabbit has the dubious honor of organizing the activities. Things have not been easy for our friend White Rabbit since the outsider, known as Alice, followed them into the Court of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts was sent into such a fit of rage by the girl that she had a heart attack and died. Now White Rabbit works for her daughter, the new Queen of Hearts, and the citizens of the kingdom are always on edge. Who knows when the outsider might come back to kill the new queen? White Rabbit must always do the best job they can to avoid the ire of Queen Hera.
I'm late. Not again.
Where is that wretch of a rabbit? Off with them!
Your Majesty, my apologies.
Oh, there you are. What was I saying? Oh, never mind. It mustn't have been important. Rabbit!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Tomorrow is the start of the Wonderland Summit.
The Wonderland Summit. Oh! Already? My goodness, I didn't realise.
Don't tell me you've forgotten.
No, I remember. And everything is under control. I promise.
Very well. Oh, the visitors will be arriving soon. I must go and powder my nose.
That was close. Whatever shall I do? I was supposed to research the guests ahead of time and find out all their likes and dislikes. And then I was supposed to write up the activity schedule for the next 4 days of the summit. I should have done this ages ago. I'll have to do it on the fly. But every choice I make will literally affect the fate of all of Wonderland.
Hello, old friend.
Cheshire! No, not right now.
What a thing to say to an old friend.
Oh, fine. What do you want?
I had a feeling you'd leave everything to the last minute again for this little festival. So I've prepared a little book to help you. I call it a codex.
What does it do?
You can note down what you need to know to help you plan. It has a page for each of the visitors. You can write down their opinions on certain activities, their political stances, their relationships with each other, And there is even a space for their deepest secrets.
But it's empty.
Of course it is. You need to actually find things out for it to get filled in.
That lot of use this is. See here, where do you think you're going?
I'll be around.
Oh my, whatever shall I do? I'd better find the Queen. Someone's coming. Ah, I'm not ready. Quick, behind this curtain.
Oh, darling, the next 4 days will be interminable.
Will it really be all that bad, my love?
Oh, but it will be. We cannot be found out. We must be on our best behaviour in front of the visitors.
Damn it all, I cannot be without you.
Quiet! Here comes!
Ah, there you are. I thought you both ought to know. The first of the guests have come through the gate just now.
Well, let us go down and greet them.
Oh my! The Queen and the Duke were speaking so intimately. Could they be having an affair? What was that? Oh! There's an entry in the Codex now. The Queen of Hearts is having an affair with Duke George. It really does work. I'd better take good care of this. Right, I'd better get down to the gates at once. Let's see, who has arrived here first? Oh dear, the delegation from the nation of clubs. We're at war with them.
The Kingdom of Hearts.
The Kingdom of Hearts warmly welcomes you, King Claudius.
That sounded anything but warm.
Thank you, Queen Hera. Come out of your carriage, Queen Catherine.
Thank you for hosting the summit this year, Queen Hera.
You are very welcome, my dear. And who's this?
This is Countess Jamala, Your Majesty. She is my key advisor.
It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
Oh, charmed.
Whew, that was tense. Thank goodness the next carriage just arrived.
Greetings, brother. Welcome to my humble kingdom.
Humble is about right. I believe it's been a while since you've seen Julie.
Uncle Harry!
Welcome to Hearts, my dear.
And of course, you remember my wife, Diana.
Hello again, Harry. Long time no see.
Diana, wonderful to see you again. Please step inside.
The final carriage is here. Oh dear. Hera really does not get on with her sister.
Sarah.
Hera.
Hello, Auntie.
Oh, hello, Johnny boy. Do come in.
Come along, Solomon.
Yes, dear.
That's everyone. Thank goodness I'm not in charge of the feast tonight. I wonder how the seating arrangement looks. With hearts at war with clubs and spades at war with diamonds, I wouldn't want to put the wrong people together.
Well, Rabbit, it is now the morning of the first day of the summit, and you have a busy day ahead of you.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I must alert you, someone has stolen the strawberry tart from my breakfast today.
Oh dear.
I have reported this to the palace guard, so let them know if you get wind of the culprit!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Now, on to today. I expect you to take everyone's personal taste into account. I will not be pleased if I hear my guests have been bored.
Yes, Your Majesty.
And I expect you to think very, very carefully about how you place people. Tonight we vote about whether military forces are allowed to make war in each other's countries. You know clubs would crush us with their superior might. You cannot allow the warmongers amongst us to persuade the weak-minded to open the gates of war!
Yes, Your Majesty. But I don't know who any of the warmongers are. So let's have a look at my schedule and codex. The index of the codex looks like this. From here I can view my files on each of the guests. Or I can see my notes on what I did yesterday and what I might want to remember for the future. In each profile in the codex I can see what a person likes for activities, people, and voting. There's also a section where I can write down any secrets I learn. I think I've got this.
I utterly despise my sister's favourite game.
I consider myself a dab hand at this. It's odd, I don't remember where Countess Jamala came from.
You're right. She only seemed to show up in recent years.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
Is there any way you can be convinced to move your stance to pro-war?
No need. I already am there.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
Right, over to the next activity.
These birds are bred of stock from the mountains of my nation.
I don't care for this. Dear David, do you still have that witch-finding mist I made for you a few years ago?
Of course. I always carry a jar of it around with me for my own safety.
Most wise. I have run out of the vital ingredients. I wonder if I could borrow some back from you.
Well, certainly. I still have more jars left at home.
Oh, thank you ever so much.
Do you really trust a magic user like her to take that mist jar off you?
Help! I refuse to listen to crazy magic cats like you. Or begone!
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
So, am I correct in assuming you were voting against war?
Of course, Your Majesty.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you, dear David.
Right, over to the next activity.
Music? I suppose it may be interesting.
No one ever has the same taste in music as me.
So I finally come face to face with the one who took everything from me.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Did you or did you not hire 3 assassins to kill the former Queen of Spades?
No, I didn't. I was just living quite peacefully in the mushroom forests. Well, as peacefully as I could, considering that I was married to Sarah.
Something about this doesn't add up. Perhaps I need to talk to my other suspects, the Queen of Spades and the King and Queen of Diamonds.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
Your wife seems to want war. Why don't you?
War hurts all the innocent civilians. I was one of those once, and I consider it my duty to protect them as their king.
Interesting. I admire your noble stance. I will think about this.
Right. Over to the next activity.
I always feel so inadequate when I watch tourneys.
The knights are so up themselves.
Uncle Harry, could you do me a favour?
Of course, dear boy, just ask.
I'm saving some money to, train as a knight.
Oh, I see. Yes, come see me afterwards, and we can take some out of the treasury.
Really?
Yes, really.
Oh, thank you so much.
Silly boy. I can tell you're lying, but I think I know the reason.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
Be a good nephew, won't you? Vote against war tonight?
I'm voting for, Uncle. But if you vote too, I promise Spades will come to Heart's aid. I will lead the forces myself.
It would be good to finally be rid of clubs.
Right. Over to the next activity.
High tea? I suppose that's fine.
Ooh, I hope they have date scones. I hear the Queen of Hearts is terrified of the Alex.
It's true, or so I hear. A silly stance to take. Alice is only a girl.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
You couldn't possibly be voting for war like your husband would.
You're quite right, I won't be.
Good. Then we are agreed.
Right. Over to the next activity.
Tennis? Well, at least it's not high tea.
I don't usually win, but I'll give it a go.
Princess,
Good morning, Your Majesty.
how would you like to visit clubs sometime?
It's not high on my list.
I'd make sure you were well looked after.
I'm, very busy doing charity work at home.
Screw it. I'll resort to hypnosis. You want to come to clubs?
I want to come to clubs.
Good. With a little more work, I should be able to have her completely wrapped around my little finger.
I'd better go to the throne room soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
So, my dear, how do you intend to vote tonight?
Against war, of course.
Oh dear. Of course, I should expect that of you.
What do you mean?
You will vote for war.
I will vote for war.
Good girl.
Well, I've checked on everyone now. Time to get ready for tonight. Ahem. Let me just unfurl the tally from the scribes. Honoured monarchs and highborn of the courts of Wonderland, the result of the vote on the issue of war is... Oh, a tie?
Oh dear. What happens now?
Rabbits! Do something!
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, what to do?
I believe this is where I come in.
This is unheard of, Cheshire.
You will see. If my vote is legitimate, the tally scroll in your hands will adjust to show it.
Is that right?
Actually, it sounds true to me. I believe that's how the magic of the vote works, by ancient deep magic. If the monarchs cannot come to an agreement, the representative of the people gets to speak.
Okay, so, Cheshire, what do you say? The result is that war is now closed.
Damn it.
Blast it all. I demand a recount.
Oh, thank goodness.
What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jubjub bird, and shun the Frumious Bandersnatch.
What are you going on about?
He took his vorpal sword in hand. Long time the mandsome foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought.
Wait, I think I know this.
And, as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tulgey wood and burbled as it came.
1, 2, 1, 2, and through the vorpal blade went Snicker-Snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back. Yes, I do know it. But why do I know it?
It's the legend of how King David slew the Jabberwock when he was a young man.
Okay, but why are you telling me this?
Assemble the practitioners! Protect the girl!
Honestly, such an annoyance.
Good morning, Rabbit. Yesterday's vote went well. Good work.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your placement of people in activities has been mediocre. Work hard to get it right today. My breakfast tart was stolen again! Be more vigilant!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Today is the vote on magic. You do well to try and make sure that magic stays open, Rabbit, or your kind may suffer.
Yes, Your Majesty. Right, how best to place everyone today?
My absolute favourite! My mother's too.
If only we could be together in the open.
I know, my love. Come, let's enjoy the time together.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
Let's vote against magic, darling. It should only be for the rich and noble like us.
All right, darling.
Over to the next
Ah, this should be good.
You mean they fight? Have you had a go at my wife yet?
No.
Oh, I thought you would be more urgent.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked...
Could I somehow persuade you to vote against the party line?
I'll hear you out.
What would Wonderland be without magic? The singing flowers, the size-changing edibles. Everything, really.
You raise some good points. Let me think about it.
Right. Over to the next activity.
I don't remember seeing Countess Jamala at these events until recently.
Yes, she only recently became the Countess of Clubs due to her helping the king make battle plans.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about...
So I imagine you're anti-magic?
No, I'm not.
Oh, me neither.
Well, isn't that funny?
Right. Over to the next activity.
This should be invigorating. How are you today, King Claudius?
Very good, thank you, Queen Sarah.
Now I remember. There is always a strange, magical tingle around Claudius. I wonder why that is.
I'd better go to the throne room soon. I wonder if they've talked...
I'm afraid we won't see eye to eye on the issue.
Yes, there is no point in us discussing it.
Well, object on everyone now. Time to get ready for tonight. Honoured monarchs and highborn of the courts of Wonderland, the result on the vote on the issue of magic is... Oh, a tie? The result is that magic is now open.
Ha! It's only natural we would win.
Oh, thank goodness. My library collection isn't ruined.
Ridiculous!
Good morning, Rabbit. Yesterday's vote went well. Good work.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your placement of people in activities has been mediocre. Work hard to get it right today. Once again, my breakfast tart was stolen. I won't stand for it much longer. Today is the vote on trade. I don't care much for this one, but I am suspicious of the motives of the free trade crowd.
Yes, Your Majesty. Right. How best to place everyone today?
Croquet? Oh, no, thank you. So, Your Majesty, does the word butterfly mean anything particular to you?
Butterfly? Well, of course. A very common creature.
Have you heard of 3 sisters trained in the deadly arts called the butterflies?
No. I don't dally with such low-class people.
I believe she is lying. I'll trap her somehow.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
You will, of course, vote against free trade, won't you? It benefits your kingdom too. There is a glut of fake spades mushrooms flooding in. Your primitive import structure is no good at stopping it.
She is so insufferable.
Right. Over to the next activity.
I do love a good spot of hunting.
Good God, he frustrates me.
Who? Harry?
Of course, Harry! What are you thinking?
Nothing, my love. Let's play.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if...
Darling, won't you vote against free trade tonight?
Yes, darling, anything for you. Except for that, I'm sorry, my love.
Right. Over to the next activity.
A whole day in the music room? How boring.
Nothing too loud, if you'll please. I have to be honest, Claudius. I don't think I can keep the deal going anymore.
What do you mean?
I can't live.
You agreed. You let me live here in peace, disguised as your boyhood friend, and I don't tell the world that you're a liar.
But you don't understand.
Shall I remind you?
Oh my goodness! The King of Clubs turned into some sort of...
No, please. I won't say a word.
Good. Make sure it stays that way.
It's just... I can't live with the curse anymore.
Let me think about how to remove it.
What am I going to do?
Remember that poem I recited to you?
Oh, of course. But... wait... This means it was all a lie? King David never slew the Jabberwock?
I heard my suspicions, but I wasn't sure until now. It appears they made a deal.
What are we going to do?
You're going to carry on as normal, Rabbit. No one will believe you if you just say it. And if you try to expose him, you'll probably be killed.
Ah!
Oh, do be quiet. You're going to carry on as normal and use your power of scheduling to influence the outcome. Of course.
Oh, yes. I see. If I can get others to find out about him, maybe they can take him down.
Now you get it.
This is too much responsibility for one rabbit. I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder...
We are agreed on this matter.
Very well.
Right. Over to the next...
Tourney? Ugh, just a bunch of smelly, sweaty men fighting.
Violence is never the answer. Hello, Auntie Catherine.
What's the matter, dear?
I am so tired. Every night I have nightmares that the Jabberwocky is returning.
I'm sorry to hear that. Mere dreams? Or prophecy, I wonder?
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they...
I hope you'll join me in voting against free trade.
I don't really care about this issue, so all right.
Right. Over to the next activity.
Well, I am hungry. Ah, good. I was feeling... That Duke George is so brave. Where did he come from? He came out of nowhere a few years ago. proved himself in battle, so we awarded him a dukedom.
Wow, he must be really good to get one of those.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
Now, my boy, you're voting against free trade, right? It makes local vendors poorer.
It does? All right, I will.
Right. Over to the next activity.
Excellent. Anyone for tennis?
Ugh, I hate getting sweaty. I hear you were a famous magician before you were King of Spades.
Yes. My nickname was... Oh, the Blue Caterpillar.
I'd better go to the throne room soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
I know your kingdom promotes free trade, but, hear me out. The people buying luxury goods from diamonds can afford a bit more tax on top. But we need the extra tax on imported mushrooms because it protects against fakes.
I'm sorry, but I will not change my mind on this issue.
Well, object on everyone now. Time to get ready for tonight. Honoured monarchs and highborn of the courts of Wonderland, the result of the vote on the issue of trade is... Trade is not free.
This will be disastrous for clubs.
Damn it.
Finally, the illegal mushroom trade is doomed.
Oh no, what are you doing here again?
Excuse me, your ladyship. Might I have a word?
Why, are you not the Cheshire Cat?
Indeed I am.
A pleasure to meet you.
Tell me, why do you remind me of the Kingdom of Spades?
I don't know what you are talking about.
Very interesting.
Huh? Sigh.
Good morning, Rabbit. Yesterday's vote went well. Good work.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your placement of people in activities has been mediocre. Work hard to get it right today. And again! My breakfast tart was taken before I could eat it! This is unacceptable. I am having the head of the palace guard beheaded.
Beheading the head? Can you behead a head?
Silence! Today is the vote on borders. I'm sure you know that the people of Hearts would prefer open borders.
Yes, Your Majesty. Right, how best to place everyone today?
Oh no. I've never been good at this game.
Oh, John.
Mother.
I do worry about you.
I'll be fine, Mother.
Without magic, you'll never be King of Spades.
I know that. It's fine.
I wonder. Perhaps there is an alternative career path for you somewhere here with another court.
That's an interesting idea. I'll keep my ears out.
I'd better go to the next activity soon.
And you simply must vote against open borders tonight.
Yes, Mother.
Right. Over to the next activity.
I love to watch falcons hunt. I feel a kinship.
I am fairly proud of these birds of mine.
I hear there is a beast called the Cheshire Cat around these parts.
Yes, he's a good old chum, that one.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
Well, we believe in open borders here, because we have many adventurers and merchants who need freedom of movement for their careers.
I see. That seems like a good reason, but open borders gives clubs an easy way to spy on you.
Good point.
Right. Over to the next activity.
I hope our guests are not as tone-deaf as King Harry.
So good to spend time with you. And how is my brother doing?
Harry's a frightful bore, as ever.
Ha 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 ha! So true.
I'd better go to the next activity soon.
I'm glad we agree on being for open borders, David.
Indeed, Hera.
Right. Over to the next activity.
Watching knights smash into each other all day? Wonderful!
I wish it were me down there. Did you know that Prince John can't inherit the throne of Spades?
Truly. How interesting.
I'd better go to the next activity soon.
You are still voting against open borders?
Of course, brother.
Right. Over to the next activity.
At least I won't go hungry.
I love to see people's special tea sets.
What is the matter, young princess?
I'm just a bit tired is all.
Ah, burning the midnight oil?
No, nightmares about the Jabberwocky returning.
One could almost think she is seeing the future in dreams.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote.
I'm voting for open borders tonight.
Oh, me too!
Right, over to the next activity.
I can't stand tennis. Did Alice ever come to Diamonds?
No, but I wish she had. She sounds most intriguing.
I'd better go to the throne room soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
Oh, we are both for open borders. Then there's nothing to discuss.
Let's continue.
Well, I've checked on everyone now. Time to get ready for tonight. Honoured monarchs and highborn of the courts of Wonderland, the result of the vote on the issue of borders is... Oh, a tie? The result is that the borders will be open.
The only sensible result possible.
Oh, the people will be happy. The vote went perfectly! However, the guests complained of not enjoying themselves very much.
Sorry, Your Majesty.
It's all right, Rabbit. I'm not too displeased. You can try to do better next year.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
The results of this year's vote have wide-ranging effects on all of Wonderland. With magic and borders open, life continues swimmingly in the Kingdom of Hearts. Everyone is very pleased with you, and you are the life of the Tea Party circuit. Hopefully next year you can keep things this pleasant.
Now this might sound funny, but did you know that if you play again, the codex will have everything you found still on it? How does that work, you might ask? Well, it's a magic codex. Go on, try it. See if you can find a different ending next time.